Hey, what's going on, everyone? I have my first guest, Mr. Matthew Antonio Antonelli Jr. So we were talking today, and he wanted to be part of this. He said, put me on this thing and let me give my opinion. I'm 10 years old, and I know what I would do. So I'm just going to let him talk. I'm going to ask him some questions. So we're in Boston, or the Boston area. We're just north of Boston. I grew up a huge Red Sox fan. Are you a Red Sox fan?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to get back into being a Red Sox fan, especially now. They're making some moves. They just signed Alex Bregman. They've made some trades. Things are starting to look good. But I don't know what's going on. So I want to ask a 10-year-old his opinion on how he would answer this. So he hasn't followed all the interviews and all that stuff, but I'm going to fill you in, and you just tell me what you would say, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So we'll talk about exactly what was said by these players in a second, but I'm just going to pretend that he's Rafi Devers, and then we'll pretend that he's Casas. So Rafi Devers, third baseman for the Red Sox. Obviously, the Red Sox just signed Alex Bregman, third baseman, Gold Glover, great player. And they asked Devers yesterday about Bregman, and they asked him about moving possibly to a new position, maybe DH, maybe first base. And I'm not going to tell you what he said right now, but Maddie, if you were Rafi Devers, one of the best players in the league, and someone asked you, the manager, or you were asked by the media, hey, would you move positions? Would you go to first base? Would you go to DH? What would you say?
Yeah, I guess it's not my decision. It's yours. I just have to play where I guess I'll play wherever you put me.
Whoa!
Why are you staring at me like that?
I agree with you. That's how I would answer it. I mean, I personally would say I'm going to play where the manager puts me. Now, I might not really be feeling that inside. Like, I might be like, I'm a third baseman. Right? What's your favorite position?
Mine, first base.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't yell out, I'm staying at first base no matter what. I'd probably get kicked off the team and have to sit on the bench the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're Rafi Devers, you probably wouldn't. But so last year, Maddie wanted to play first base. Where'd I play you?
Outfield.
I played him in center field, and he wasn't too happy about it. But if you were asked by the media, I think even at 9 years old last year, you would have probably been smart enough not to say, I'm a first baseman. I don't know what my manager is doing. Not that Devers did that, but he did say, they said, would you DH? And his answer was no. And he said, I'm a third baseman. That's where I've always played. That's where I'm going to play, essentially. So I was like, oh, geez, like, I get feeling that way because I felt that way at certain spots during my career. Like, I felt like a second baseman and they wanted me to play other spots and I didn't really want to, but I never came out and said that. I wasn't Rafi Devers. I get it. He's like a superstar player. But then today, Triston Casas, they asked him about the whole Bregman situation. Okay, so now pretend that you're Casas.
Mm-hmm.
So just pretend you're him and someone says, hey, Triston, where do you think Devers should be playing? Should Devers be playing third base? What would you say?
I mean, no. I think he should play playing first base or DH, and Bregman should be playing third.
So you just threw Devers under the bus?
Well, he should be playing first.
Why should he be playing
one of the best
first?
defenders in the league.
Okay, let me go back again.
At third base.
What would be a more politically correct way to answer that question to the media?
To the media?
You got asked this question, not in private. This is the media asking you this question. Hey, Triston, where do you think Devers should play? What would be a better way to answer that question that you know is going to be sent out to millions of people?
I'm not the manager. That's your decision, not mine. That's not my business where Devers plays. I'm more focused on myself, not him.
Oh, interesting. I like that way to reply there. That's a good answer. How about Bregman? Where should Bregman play? Should Bregman play second or short or maybe third? What do you think?
Third.
Dude, did I not? What did I just teach you? How do you answer the question?
He should play at the position that fits him best and where the manager wants him.
I like that answer. That's great. Yeah, you're not the manager. I'll say this. I personally, I know that some managers and organizations let their players speak more freely about that stuff. I'm a huge Patriots fan. Everything always goes back to the Patriots for me. He's a big Patriots fan too, even though they kind of stink right now. When Bill Belichick was a coach, players would always just stay away from that stuff. And Belichick did too, because all it can bring is distractions. So I've always felt like if you get asked that question, the simplest thing is, I'm not the manager. I don't make those decisions. I'm worried about being the best player I can be. That's what I'm focused on right now. And then they can't ask anything else. And those sound bites don't go anywhere. And it's a little boring, but guess what? No distractions. Because if you say Bregman should be playing second, then they're going to run to Bregman and say, Casas said you should be playing second. What do you think? Then they're going to go to the second baseman. Who's the second baseman? Hamilton, or maybe it's Story, or whoever it is. They're going to go, hey, Casas said that Bregman should be playing second. What do you think about that? And then everyone's just bickering at each other. So just eliminate all distractions, ignore the noise. That was a big Patriot saying. And just say, it's not my decision. And we're done. What do you think about that?
Probably a better idea than saying straight up he should be playing third.
I agree. Yeah. So anyways, I wanted to bring Maddie on here because I just wanted to see how a 10-year-old would answer that. He did pretty well. He failed a little bit, but then he learned. So we're teaching him, I don't know, maybe in like 10 years, maybe you're sitting in that chair and they're asking those questions. Are you saying you don't think that you're going to be in the big leagues in 10 years?
Probably not.
What kind of attitude is that? You'd be 20.
Yeah, and the odds are like 0.0.
All right, what about in 15 years? Will you be in the big leagues?
Maybe.
Okay.
Depends.
Maybe. We'll check back in 15 years and see. Hopefully he gives the right answer. Anyways, that's all I have. Anything to add?
No.
No? Well, hey, great job being the first guest ever on this show.
Yeah, it's not a show, it's a podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, that's all I got. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.